And now, Columbiana at night. Man, is it nice out. It's like 65 degrees with a little bit of wind, a little bit of breeze. I am very thankful that we're having this kind of weather right now. Of course, it is the end of March. March 29th today. I don't know what these lines on the road are for. You know, lines on the road. You got lines on the road where I live. We do just fine. Well, other than the people that come from out of town. Lines on the road. It's ridiculous. You ain't even going to stay on there for very long. If ain't lines on dirt road, they're just going to wash off. Or, sorry, excuse me, they're going to wash off. Ooh, brick sidewalk, nice. Fancy. There's the new car lot. Well, those are new. They call them used, but there's nothing used about that. That stuff's brand new. Oh, that's just the other guy at the laundromat. Yeah. Look at all that plastic. I wonder how much these things cost. It doesn't even say on there. Like if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Or does it? C250153. It doesn't say the price. Oh, it's got the PA illegal, warrantless, unconstitutional search sticker on it. It's like these sort of little industrial type areas that have still got houses in them. This is kind of cool. Federal Pattern Works. That's neat. That's a really cool old building. I love older buildings too. You probably can't see it in the dark, but I'm surprised they haven't light polluted this place to beat hell. I mean, they have already, but not this particular part of town, which is kind of good. It's so far escaped most of the gentrification. Still expensive though. Some nice older houses out this way, but you can't see because it's dark. Green light, I wonder what that's for. Huh. What, we're supposed to walk in the middle of these lines or something? Yeah, I know about lines. I know about if you walk in between the lines, the friggin' anvil's gonna fall on you. You ain't gonna get me that way. Like I say, the guy on Jeopardy says, that's how they get you. I don't know about that. That's how they get you. Let's see what's down this way. Industrial place. Restricted area, employees only. I wonder who that is. I don't know. I'm glad somebody can still keep a business running here. It got pretty expensive. Nice garage. Yeah, there ain't nothing down here much to see, and you can't see it on the camera anyway because it's too damn dark. All that pissing and moaning I did about light pollution, and now I can't see. They do need to turn some lights off though. Brick road covered up that you can't see because it's dark. Yeah. And there's a Chevy, Cadillac, GMC, Oldsmobile, Daihatsu garage there. Somebody who worked here, well, back in 2009, I honked and waved at them. But they had a Daytona just like mine, but it was like new. What is this? No parking here at the corner with a funky looking arrow. I put that on the MUTCD group. Manual for uniform traffic control devices. The nerds that pay attention to signs that don't comply with it. It gets their parts delivery bay or something, or maybe it used to be, I don't know. These old buildings are really cool. It's even cooler when you can see them in the daytime. How this camera's not picking this up? It's like bright as daylight out here to me. That pop machines. Yeah. I don't know what this place is. Neat looking old building though. I think that down there is Reichert's. They make large metal stuff. Yeah. I guess I can walk on the gravel sidewalk here or something. See, this is how they gotta leave the towns. I mean, you don't let it get completely run down, but at the same time, you can't let it get so gentrified that nobody can afford to live there anymore. Like this is, plus the police actually do their job here. There's railroad tracks. What if this used to be a feed mill or something? Oh, Padiddle. Woohoo! Ain't no trains coming. As soon as I get the camera rolling, the trains quit. Yeah, ouch. What did we take from Reichert's? We had some piece of mill equipment. Well, that's kind of a moot point because there aren't any mills anymore. Around here, they run all the business out. Yep, Reichert. There's the place we picked up stuff, Reichert in Columbiana. Got a huge tall building over there. Well, I don't know if city folk could call it a huge tall building, but I consider it one. We weren't, I don't think we were in this, or no, that one's new. Yeah, because we backed over the 9-axle into this to pick up, what did we get down here? The heck did we, something we hauled into Weirton Steel. I forget what we hauled in there. We used to haul ton dishes up to, maybe did they fabricate a new ton dish here? Huh. A ton dish is the thing that regulates the flow of the steel out of the furnace in their continuous casting process. It's a big rectangular box with a hole in the bottom and 4 legs. And they reline them and they develop cracks and stuff. Oh, look at that. That's mill equipment, or it used to be. I think this is a fabrication job. Oh, that is a new building. Where we pulled up to, that crane, I was surprised it was outside. We pulled into that building and backed the 110-foot long rig up into there to get the hell did we pick up here? Oh, I can't remember. Dang it, and the guy that used to drive for us is dead, so I can't ask him. The other two guys, oh, I wonder if, what's his name, Gene knows. Oh, look at this, they got something loaded up already. Oh, cool, it was like fun. All those things all over the damn place. Mainly up to Ecorse, Michigan, to the Levy plant up there next to River Rouge. Still, yeah, I used to follow them things around, that bell-looking thing. I would follow those all over the country. That's Ron's trailer. Nah, too many accidents. Wait a minute, is that? I don't think so. I'd know if the truck was attached to it. So you got what they call the stinger back there. Usually those have got a pin that you can lock them with, so they hold straight so you can back up. And the trailer itself, and then the front of the trailer hooks onto what they call the Jeep, which is a Joe Dog or a Dolly or whatever you want to call it. Got 2 more extra wheels, and that hooks up to the semi-truck. That's how you pull it. Oh, there's another trailer next to it. Holy crap, man. I wonder if that's a ladle. That ain't a slag pot, that thing, that big thing. That is a, what is that? Well, if only it was light enough to see. That looks like a ladle for an electric arc furnace. Neat. I'll have to come down here in the daytime. There's a creek down here. That's weird. Didn't know that. Huh. Let's see. They got 2 trailers here. Now that's a big old thing. So these slag pots are kind of interesting. They dump the impurities of the steel off into those because all that junk floats to the top. You see how it overhangs the trailer on both sides. What we used to do is we would drive. I was the back pilot car, so I was in charge of keeping the idiot four-wheelers from killing themselves against the truck or the load because the guy couldn't see back behind that load. What they would do is we'd pull into the levy plant. We'd go straight through because it was a huge plant. And then these guys with these couple 100-ton loaders would come up, and one guy would pull on one side, one guy would pull on the other side. And either me or Kevin or Gene would stand on the tongue of the trailer. There was a little floor there, a diamond plate floor up top. You'd stand on there, and it was like conducting 2 orchestras. It was crazy. The left loader would watch the left hand, the right loader would watch the right hand. And they'd pick it up on that lip that hangs off of the trailer, and they'd be both the guys in the loaders would be watching their hands, and you'd have them pull in till they were sufficiently underneath it, and then you would tell them to tilt the bucket up and have them pick it up evenly until you could see the top of. Well, our trailer had a little rise in the back, so you could see a couple feet over the rise in the back through underneath the pot, so you didn't hit when he pulled out. And then you get off the trailer, have them hold, wave to the driver to pull out, keep a close eye on it so it doesn't hit it. He pulls out slow just in case you got to stop him, and then he pulls the truck out, and then the loader guys are on their own. They know what they're doing, and they flip it over. The slag pot carrier comes. There's this big old thing with a hollow in the middle. Great big old off-road industrial truck, and they tip the pot over. They pick it up so it's straight up and down, and them ears on the side, those trunnions, I think they call them. That's what it mounts into the truck with, and it pivots. Those hickamajigs on the very top, which is actually the bottom. I think the sides, yeah, they've got a hole in this side and a hole on the other side, and they hook that hole, and that's how they tip the junk out. That's how they tip them when they're in the steel mill. I wonder where that's going. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know of any operating steel mills yet. They tore everything down. Oh, Reichert Industries, Columbiana, Ohio, now hiring welders and machinists. 330-482-5511. Tell them I sent you and you'll get blacklisted for free. I don't know, actually we never had any trouble with these guys. They were pretty good. I think we delivered their stuff without any problems to the steel mill that's no longer there. Hey. I wonder if they got a casting plant somewhere else. I thought this was some kind of machining here. I don't remember. I'll have to go. Well, welders and machinists, yeah, fabricating and machining, obviously. We used to go to Wemco to pick up the slag pots. To go to, well, everywhere, but we took a couple of them to Nucor Steel down in Decatur, Alabama. That's kind of a neat place. I used to love going around the inside of steel mills, just seeing how they do stuff and asking the guys. Some of the older guys knew what it was like back in the day and how the stuff works, and I learned a bunch about steel mills. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about building a small blast furnace. It would have to be small because I can't afford and don't have the room for anything big. But just something to make some steel from scratch. I think that'd be kind of cool. Or if I'd get news coverage. And then they've got up in Youngstown, the Mahoning Valley Steel Heritage Society, I think it is. They have got, let me catch my breath. They've got a couple of the old mills and stuff, the rolling apparatuses. That is Reichert's, check it out. Neat. Anyways, they got a couple of the old rolling mill doohickeys up there with the old Todd steam engine. And they're trying to get that stuff functional. So it'd be real interesting if we went and Whew, that's a hill. It'd be kind of interesting if we built, or if we built little. I mean, it wouldn't have to be anything huge, not even a 1-ton capacity, just enough to make an ingot some size that they could fit into their rolling mill. Take it up to the Youngstown Hunting Valley Steel Heritage, I forget what they're called. I can't see it on the phone because I'm using it to take video, but the Heritage Society anyways, the steel mill people. And see if they'll roll that ingot into a steel coil. Warning, satellite infrared night cameras in operation. Continuous surveillance, 30-second police response. That's been there since the mid-80s at least. They get those signs in all their buildings. Yeah, it's an upcoming project though. We're going to build a little blast furnace and actually make some steel. It probably won't be very much. A couple 100 pounds maybe at the most. Although, if I can start making some high-grade steel, perhaps I can start casting my own brake rotors. Or engine blocks or whatever else I want to make. Turbo manifolds or whatever. Well, that got me to thinking, huh? Plus, I can have control over the grade of steel I get. What in the heck? Oh, GMC. How is that still running? Well, that's why it's at the garage. An electric vehicle charge port ×2. It doesn't look like they're Teslas. They're just regular ones or something. And there's I don't know what that is, RECMV6 Incorporated, DBA Columbiana Chevrolet. The old Columbiana Chevy was a cool old building. I think it was a cooler, older building. This used to just be Buick Olds Cadillac until Chevy sold their franchise. And they had a real good thing going too. It's too bad they sold that. But it's really cool to see these small town dealers because they're not like the big ones. They're not a giant evil box building. They don't have, well, it's neat looking, you know, it's got its own character. It's not one of those just cookie cutter buildings. It's just a big ugly box like everything else is. You know, the city or the village or the township or whatever, as much as I'm anti-zoning, they have to fit in with the decor. They can't just build a huge, giant, ugly, eye-gouging building, you know, that's up to corporate standards. They got to stick with the local standards. Or they're afforded more freedom to just, you know, have a decent looking older building. I think their older buildings are really cool. You probably know this by now, but I'm not a big fan of anything new. These guys are okay though. You come down and buy off of them if you got to buy a new car. They're good folk. Columbiana Ford, Columbiana Dodge are too. I used to deliver parts to all these places. Kind of missed working at Napa too. There's a Norfolk way. I think that's Norfolk Southern tracks, I'm pretty sure. I think the CSX tracks go across here somewhere down here. I don't want this to turn into a railroad channel, but just this couple of times we'll... Oh, those are all LEDs, nice. Oh, fancy, look at this. Oh, no, not that way. Fancy lantern lights on there. Alright, let's see what... Connector stand. Look at that. Oh, there's a nice breeze coming off this thing. That'll get my asbestos quota. There we go. guess I got an engine in the back too. Wow. The bearings in these ones sound different. Oh, there we go. Oh no, that's in the middle. What the heck? Huh. Must be to take up the slack or something. I wonder if there's rules about that. All you train guys all probably know. Must have been raining where them come from. Hopefully they're not trying to pull another East Palestine on us. Ow. Oh. I think it's louder because there's no load on it. I wonder if running unloaded is bad for the bearings. Sounds like it. This is weird. Is this thing gonna have an end or what? Holy crap. Huh. Neat. Oh, there it goes. Huh. Yeah, let's go back up to the laundromat. Now the train people are happy, but all the Columbiana looker people are not. Columbiana looker. I made a new term. Oh, I straightened out that one pillar while I was standing there. It drives me nuts. I mean, more nuts than usual. Whoa! Looks like a Chevette tire. Oh no, that's not. It's a 5-lug. That's weird. Huh. I wonder what that's off of. Obviously off of something they haven't sold for 40 years. Alright. Well, that was neat. I'm sure the train people are probably happy about that. I'm guessing we probably blew our 23 minutes. Let's go. Well, hopefully dry clothes this is now. Oh, another car. What the heck? Dude, it's the middle of the night. Hey, if anybody's got a 6-foot utility bed, you don't want like $1 billion for it, give me a holler, because this bed's kind of rotted out. I need to kind of replace it. I also need a pair of fenders for the front. And a pair of doors. All right. Well, there's our walk around Columbiana. I'll see you later.